Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here. This is Aaron from Aaron 101 Productions. Today we're going to be talking about something pretty interesting that's happening to me. Now, when I was very, very small, an infant, right, I used to have a cat named Friday. It was a black cat, and I was okay with having that cat. I had no allergic reactions whatsoever. But over the years, since I became older, since around, I would say around like in the preteen to teenage years, I developed some pretty annoying allergies to cats. And I quickly learned that I developed allergies for cats. So I couldn't be not even in the same room with cats. And then pretty recently happened, interestingly, a few weeks ago, where I visited a new buddy of mine, and they have a cat. And instead of saying something about it, I had no idea they had a cat at the time because a friend that I made from college and whatnot. And so I had no idea they had a cat when I came over to their place. But I figured to keep it quiet, and I'm not going to say much of anything about it until, I don't know, after I leave or whatever. And I was there for hours and hours and hours, and surprisingly come to know that no allergies were even happening in the first place. I was very confused by this because I'm allergic to cats, and I'm no longer allergic to cats now. Like what? So at first I wasn't allergic to cats, then I developed allergies for cats, and now I'm no longer allergic to cats. How is that even possible? How does that work? I was there for hours. I was even within the same room with the cat, and the cat was purring and like rubbing their body and on my leg, trying to, I guess, wanting some pets from me or something like that. So I just found it very weird. Like, why am I not reacting to this? And so a few weeks later, I come over again, and I spend hours and hours and hours at my friend's house who have a cat, and surprise, surprise, no allergic reactions. And so I am completely confused by this. Why am I not allergic to cats anymore? How is it that at first I wasn't allergic to cats, and then I developed an allergies for cats, and now I'm no longer allergic to cats? What is going on here? And I quickly found out that maybe there are some, well, I don't know, actually. I really don't know, but someone suggested to me that it could have been that I was recently adjusted. And when they said that, I was like, what do you mean? And I didn't know what they meant because now I go to see a chiropractor for an adjustment here and then. And before that, I didn't. And so they told me that my friend told me that, well, it's possible that when you get adjusted, your allergies may have been the reason for it. And I was like, what do you mean by that? So I looked up on the internet. I don't usually use Google. I find Google to be very targeting and very not ideal when you're looking for something that you're actually trying to find. So I use this search engine DuckDuckGo. I find that very reliable, and their search algorithm, I find way better than Google search algorithm. But yeah, I was looking at the DuckDuckGo, and I found a couple things. A lot of chiropractors are saying that when you get adjusted, some allergies might be contributing to adjustments. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? No, this can't be. This is some voodoo magic. This can't be real. But thinking about my history of like how I grew up being okay with cats, and then eventually I developed allergies, and now I'm no longer allergic to cats. How is that even possible? According to my interpretation of what some of the things were saying, some of the information that was saying is that when you get adjusted, your spine gets adjusted to the correct position. When it's out of the position, the ideal position, right, out of alignment is the terminology. What ends up happening is that your spine and vertebrae and whatever the hell is going on within your spine, they start putting pressure on the nervous system, on the blood vessels, and on whatever else in between. Sometimes they can also I wouldn't necessarily, they would push put unnecessary pressure on organs, for example. But chiropractic, there is evidence to show that chiropractic care, if you adjust someone, it can increase the blood vessels, the blood flow, and the nervous system. And so I know this for a fact because I knew several friends of mine who actually had difficulty of feeling things, especially when it comes to temperature or just feeling anything at all. It becomes very numb. And when they got adjusted, over just a few hours, their feeling came back. So I know this. This is science. Like this is how the body works. And this is a very ancient old practice that has been practiced for many, many, many years, and it's still being used today. And especially in the personal injury world, where a lot of attorneys like to work with chiropractors. And then they use the chiropractic medical records and bills to prove their case in court, and that's how they win cases. This is a fact, and this is how this works. And so, the interpretation that I was interpreting is that when you increase this bodily function, increase the blood flow, or increase the nervous system function through chiropractic care by putting your spine into alignment, therefore having these functions at the optimal levels, what you'll find is that the immune system will now have the ability to get the additional information that is needed to determine whether or not a foreign substance is harmful or harmless. This is why allergies are even a thing, because your immune system kind of looks at something that they're not really used to, and they find that as a harmful substance when really it's harmless, and your body doesn't realize it because it just doesn't realize it. And so the chiropractic care, the information that I found was chiropractic care may have some sort of link between relieving certain allergies, reducing certain allergies, and within some patients could cure allergies. I've heard those crazy claims, but I can finally say I am no longer allergic to cats. What the hell? How is this even possible? How is this even possible? I am no longer allergic to cats. There was no medication involved. It was just, I don't know. I guess the older I got, around my 20s, the more I went to see a chiropractor and I got adjusted. And what do you know? I go visit a friend's house who has cats, and I'm no longer allergic to cats. I literally can pet a cat without allergies. How is this even possible? This is like extraordinary and amazing, and it just blew my mind. I don't know how much of this is true, but I can say that before chiropractic care, I had allergies to cats. And way before allergies to cats, I didn't have allergies for cats. So after chiropractic care, after more chiropractic involvement into my life, I don't have allergies for cats anymore. I just don't. And it's mind-blowing, but I just don't. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I just want to share that with you guys because that's just so extraordinary, and how baffling it is to be, first off, not be allergic to cats at a really, really young age, like an infant level age, and then eventually develop allergies around my preteens and teenage years. And then finally, as a young adult, I no longer have allergies for cats. What the heck? Wow. Mind-blowing. 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 If chiropractic care does have something to do with it, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is awesome. But like I said, I don't know. I guess it depends on several factors. But if it's the case, holy hell. I think chiropractic care reduced my chances, or if not, cured my allergies for cats. Because I don't know what else to explain why I don't have any allergies for cats. So I don't know. It's just very strange, very weird, and I can't explain it really. It's baffling, but it's awesome. It's really cool. So yeah, I just want to share with you guys, and very interesting indeed. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.